All right. Well, seniors, here we are, senior award ceremony. We've had our completion ceremony rehearsal. We practiced. I sent you guys a PowerPoint earlier through your email if you want to look at it one last time. We have today. You have, seniors actually have school Thursday, Friday, but then you have the completion ceremony next week. And it's been a great year. We're just so proud of all of you. And I just want to open up our ceremony today. We have a number of guests here. We have a number of seniors earning awards. So it is my pleasure to welcome our students, staff, families, and guests as we celebrate the accomplishments of the Delaware Area Career Center class of 2026. You guys made it. That is worth taking a moment to recognize. So recognize ourselves right now, one last time. We've all made it. So just so we're all aware, this is our largest completing class in DACC history. 654 students, and it's our 51st class to complete at the Delaware Area Career Center. Join me in giving all of you a well-deserved round of applause once again. And we know that none of us get to this point alone. Along the way, you've had instructors who have challenged you, encouraged you, supported you, and probably even pushed a little bit when you needed it. At this time, I would like all seniors to please stand up and help us recognize the DACC instructors and staff members who helped them get here. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, instructors. All the support staff. All right, thank you. You may be seated. So today is about recognizing the hard work, the growth, and the accomplishments that you have shown during your time here at DACC. Over the past 2 years, you've developed skills, worked through challenges, represented your programs, and competed at high levels. You've earned credentials. You've taken meaningful steps toward what becomes next for you. Throughout the ceremony, we're going to invite students to come forward and receive awards or stand to be recognized. We ask that everyone in attendance help us make this a little more positive and respectful celebration for every student being honored today. Each student's recognition matters, and we want every family member to be able to enjoy that moment. And we are recording this, so I'll send it out to your folks by the end of this week so that they get to enjoy that as well. To begin, we're proud to present the scholarships to several outstanding members of the class of 2026. These awards reflect the generosity of our community and the strong work, character, and promise of our students. We are honored to welcome our first scholarship presenter, Ms. Dee Ketterling.
Hi, as he mentioned, my name is Dee Ketterling, and I'm here to present the Ketterling Scholarship in memory of my husband, Dick Ketterling. Dick had a passion for career education and education in general. He taught auto body and was a dean at Scott Community College in Davenport, Iowa, before coming to Ohio to work as a national training instructor at PPG Industries. While at PPG, he taught hundreds of auto body instructors about their products, and he also judged the local, the state, and the national competition for high school auto body students. He was also actively involved with the Delaware City Schools as athletic boosters president, school levies, and advisory boards. His passion for career ed has followed through with my grandson, who is attending the Career Center this year in power sports and absolutely loving it. But today it's with great pleasure that I present the Ketterling Scholarship and Award to Graham Jones. Graham is Graham is a student at the DACC Health Tech Lab. He will be graduate from Hayes with magna cum laude honors, and he plans to attend the Miami University in the fall. Often I've given this to students that's related some way to the car industry, but I'll tell you, my interview with Graham this year just sent me to the health lab area. Congratulations, Graham. I'm real proud of you. Okay, good luck.
The James Auger Scholarship was established to honor James Auger's legacy. This scholarship supports graduating seniors pursuing a vocational or technical career path. We have 2 seniors receiving this award: Taylor Carl and Adriana Brown. At this time, I'd like to welcome Ann Marsloff, who is here to present the Braden Marcus Memorial Vocational and Athletic Scholarship.
Good morning. It is my honor to present the Braden Marcus Career Pathways Scholarship of the Delaware County Foundation, created to celebrate the life and legacy of a remarkable young man whose life was tragically cut short due to an online exploitation scheme. Braden's story is a powerful reminder of the challenges young people face in today's digital world. And through this scholarship, his legacy continues to make a meaningful impact. In honoring Braden's memory, we also celebrate the students who demonstrate determination, purpose, and a commitment to building their future. It is a privilege to recognize this year's recipient of the Braden Marcus Career Pathways Scholarship, Braden Cotterer.
Next, we ask that Joe Pemberton come forward to present the Rotary Scholarships.
And Rotarians, at this time, if you would like to stand over here to the side of the stage to greet our students when they come off of the stage, if you're able to, thank you.
Principal Herzog, thank you. DACC, over 600 strong. Let me hear ya. Honored to be here. Today we recognize recipients of the Rotary Scholarships who are going to students that are furthering their education and or going straight to business and industry. Basically, you're now going out into this big, beautiful world, and we all help each other eat. So thank you for helping us eat. Let's go. The combined efforts of the Sunbury, Galena, Olentangy, and Delaware Rotary Clubs have totaled over $34,500 worth of scholarships this year. The mission of Rotary is easily quantified in a 4-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? All of you are going to make this Delaware area and beyond that kind of place. Let me hear you. As your name is read, please come forward. Richard Kanadu, sponsored by Ruark Automotive. Grace Kemmerling, sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Eagle LE. Automakers, sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Eagle LE. Keep that pep in your step while you're coming. We're all here to recognize you. If we could, please, Michaela Webb, sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Eagle LE. Congratulations. Congratulations. Michaela, congratulations. Hashim, sponsored by Suburban Natural Gas. Amen. Let's go, SNG. Reese Minch, sponsored by the Consolidated Cooperative. Thank you, Reese. Sydney Price, sponsored by the Delaware Club. Congratulations. Owen Frizzell, sponsored by the Mike Brown family. Congratulations. Diego Jimenez, sponsored by Payne and Brown, Frankenmuth Insurance. Audrey Taylor Patrick, sponsored by Bella Vista Equine Veterinary Services. Congratulations, Audrey. Bonnie Myers, sponsored by the Marla Evans Agency. Way to go, Bonnie. Yee Lee Garcia, sponsored by Club Funds Bridgeport K9. Way to go, Yee Lee. And Holly David by the Delaware Rotary Scholarship. Holly, you were taking an AP exam on Monday, but the Delaware Rotary was cheering you up when they were reading off all your accomplishments on Monday. So way to go, Holly. Congrats. The following students earn scholarships from various Rotary clubs in Delaware County. They are as followed. Please stand and join me as we recognize and have these students come forward. Kara Thompson. Caitlin Steele. Lucy Rothkopf. Sydney Fusuhima Buko. Way to go. Roy Ana Komi Yuba. Way to go. Ava Steak. Is that stock? Stick. Lola Stevenson. Winning, I like that enthusiasm. Way to go, way to go. Joshua M. Ponsa. Keep that going into adult life, my friend. All right, Maria Mafforcum. Congratulations. Graham Jones. Way to go, Graham. Alexa Baylor. Congratulations. Shamaisha McClellan. Congratulations. Katie Yurkovich. Congratulations. And bringing us home, Joshua Tufar. Principal Herzog.
Thank you, guys. At this time, I'd like to welcome Lori Figueredo, who is here to present the Figueredo Family Dental Scholarship. This scholarship was established to recognize and support students from the DACC Dental Assisting Program.
5 years ago, I was asked to join the Dental Advisory Committee when my daughter, Marissa Figueredo, was a DACC dental student, and Miss V was her program instructor. I was asked to join the Dental Advisory Board and assist in finding ways to assist the students financially with their educational needs. I started the Figueredo Family Scholarship in 2022, and we have committed to raising $3,000 or greater each year to provide a minimum of two $1,500 scholarships. With the combined effort of Delaware Chevron Chevrolet, Sunbury Galena Rotary Club, and many new local dentist donors, we were able to award the following two students our scholarship. Marissa Cox. Congratulations. And Madden Bailey.
Next, please welcome Christy Pierce, who is here to present the Smile Center Christy Pierce Heart of Dentistry Scholarship.
Hi there. My name is Christy Pierce, and I'm here today to present a very special scholarship from the Smile Center. This is a scholarship that's been graciously sponsored by our owner doctors, Dr. Joseph Papp and Dr. Jack Manillo. This scholarship is reserved for a student that will be pursuing a career of some type in the dental field. The criteria to be met is a willingness to learn, strong leadership skills, a positive attitude, and maintaining an above-average academic grade. This year, the student that we feel best fits this criteria is Madden Bailey. It is my great privilege to present her with this scholarship for her excellence in all these areas.
The Richard Snoffer Memorial Scholarship is provided to students who have committed to continuing their education after finishing their program at DACC. Richard Snoffer was a longtime administrator at Delaware Hayes High School. He spent his career working with his staff to promote DACC as an option for all students. When he retired, he created this scholarship to assist students who have a passion for lifelong learning. Today, we are awarding two $1,000 scholarships. First, Sydney Fosuhima Burko. And now, Owen Frizzell.
All right, thank you. Please welcome Eric Zierden from the Delaware City Fire Department to award the Firefighter Scholarship.
Thank you. My name is Eric Zierden. I'm with the Delaware City Fire Department, representing International Association of Firefighters, Local 606. This is our 15th year of awarding this scholarship to a graduating senior who's pursuing education and training in fire and EMS. And this year, I'm happy to award the scholarship to Kyler Tate.
All right, and at this time, I'd like to invite Lisa Marie Reinhardt to the podium.
At Delaware Area Career Center, we often say that students graduate with more than just a high school diploma. They leave DACC with 21st century skills, hands-on training, industry credentials, and unique experiences that truly set them apart. All of these accomplishments come together in a digital career portfolio, one that tells their story, showcases their growth, and highlights their readiness for the next step. This year, with the support and guidance of our dedicated teachers and staff, DACC students created some really impressive portfolios. Students from both DACC and our partner districts participated in a competition, making this a highly competitive and inspiring event. It is a pleasure to announce the 2026 Career Portfolio Contest winners. Each of these students will receive a $250 scholarship. We would like to extend a special thank you to our generous sponsors from the community, Consolidated Cooperative, Fidelity Federal Savings and Loan, Ohio Living Sarah Moore, Powell Area Chamber of Commerce, and Willowbrook Christian Communities. Madden Bailey from Dental Assisting and Ohio Powell Chamber. Congratulations, Madden. Audrey Bowman, healthcare technician, senior from Olentangy Liberty High School, and her award sponsor is Willowbrook Christian Communities. And Audrey also works at Willowbrook. Abigail Camille from Digital Design. Marissa Cox from Dental Assisting in Buckeye Valley. And community sponsors Ohio Living Sarah Moore. And Amanda Pham, Dental Assisting Senior from Westerville South High School and Fidelity Federal. Congratulations.
As has become tradition here at the DACC, each spring our lab instructors take the time to reflect on their graduating seniors and select the one student who has shown significant growth over the course of their program. At this time, we will ask each of our lab instructors to please step forward to quickly present their Most Improved Award to this year's recipient.
Are you ready? Hello. My name is Mrs. Kessler, and I am going to provide the information from Mr. Kessler for the Landscape Architecture and Construction Most Improved Senior Student. Mr. Kessler writes, "My most improved student I have known since he was a freshman in CBI. He was always very quiet and shy, and this year he has become an advocate for himself. He will ask for help and advice and has truly been a pleasure to have in class. Congratulations, Alan Hardman." All right, since I'm up here, I will go ahead and present the equine student. This individual came to me about a week before school started, had learned about the program, and was trying to figure out whether it was a good fit for them. Had a lot of nervousness, a lot of anxiety, hadn't worked with horses necessarily before, but loved animals. As I watched her grow and push herself and stretch, And this year, the accomplishments that she felt she has learned, she not only has done the academic knowledge, but physical labor is something that we also do in equine, believe it or not. There's hauling buckets, shoveling, lots of manure, and so forth. But I want to talk and thank this individual as she's been outstanding and has pushed herself outside of her comfort zone, Miss Emma Young.
I am Miss Dement. I teach the pharmacy technician program. But before I announce my student, I just first want to congratulate all of the students who are here today. I know not everybody gets an award, but during the time that you've been here, we all know that you have done something meaningful, and we recognize that. So I believe that if you take the time to find what motivates your students, then you'll discover how they're going to thrive in the year that you have them. And I've also learned that that process can take some time. But this student has shown me tremendous growth in their maturity, communication, and professionalism all throughout the year. Through managing the demands of my program, which is a lot, and working nearly full-time hours in a pharmacy, they completely did everything without complaint or without follow-through necessary on my part. And watching the confidence and independence grow has been very rewarding for me, and I'm grateful to have been a small part in that transition. I know that this student is going to be amazing in their future field in radiology, and the award for my most improved student is going to Alicia Alvarez Martinez.
Good afternoon. I am Ms. Castrodale, the Health Technology and Nursing Instructor. The student that I have chosen as most improved this year has always been very high academically, but what I really want to talk about is how she has grown as a healthcare provider. This student works at the inn at Bear Trail. She gets excellent evaluations from her supervisor, stating that she has compassion for her patients and her interactions, and she's excellent as a caregiver. Additionally, she has completed the Ohio Health, Quest Labs, and DACC phlebotomy technician program, and she has spent 100 hours. That included an externship where she has gotten over 100 successful live blood draws. And it is Nicole Curling-Itis.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Buzzard from the Early Childhood Education Lab. And this student has shown significant growth this year, particularly in her independence and responsibility as a student. Compared to last year especially, she now consistently takes initiative. She begins assignments without prompting and completes them on time. She's always demonstrating really good time management skills now. She's also taken important steps toward her future by applying for college on her own, showing maturity and self-motivation. In the classroom, she's more proactive and seeking help when it's needed, which has really supported her academic progress. Additionally, she's become more engaged and a reliable group member, often stepping up and taking initiative during collaborative projects. Overall, her growth reflects increased confidence, accountability, and readiness for the next stage of her education. I'd like to congratulate my most improved student, Mackenzie Smith.
Make sure it reaches. My name is Mr. Swanger. I teach automotive technology. First of all, I'd like to say that, I've seen a lot of growth with all of my students in my class, except you, Kapiti, no. But I'm picking on you. No, lots of growth. So it's hard to do this, and I know all the instructors struggle with this Most Improved Award. But this is a student who, all students face challenges. This student has had challenges in his personal life, in school, and he's also faced challenges socially. But this is someone who's overcome those challenges in so many ways, and he has found value in the work, where before he didn't put in much effort into the work. He's found value in the work. He's earned the respect of his classmates and of his instructors and teachers. And overall, I just see so much improvement and so much growth in this student. It ultimately came down to him, and it was fairly easy to do. So, most improved for Auto Tech, Andrew Moyer.
My name is Doug Andres. I'm the welding and sheet metal fabrication instructor. Like all the other instructors have been saying, that this is hard every single year. Our students all work hard, especially in our lab. We put a lot of sweat into all the projects we do. Keegan, come up here. I've known Keegan since 2022 as a camper for our summer camp. And I've watched him grow. I've watched him work extremely hard. He helps out with CBI students when they come in. Any shop projects that we have, he steps up and makes sure that we have everything done. So thank you, Keegan.
I'm Brandon Schwinn. I teach the construction program here, and I had some really solid candidates for this award, and one came to mind that I wanted to recognize for consistent hard work, always being a strong student. I think you grow the most when you work the most, right? So I want to recognize that student. Always ready to help somebody clean up at the end of the day, always ready to offer advice when needed. Great personality, great person to work with. Really enjoyed the 2 years with this student. So the most improved construction student is Alexis Daugherty.
So my name is Mr. Barry, and I'm the instructor for the Engineering Technician Program. This student, who I'd like to recognize today, when he came in last year, he made fast friends with another kid in the program. And those two, their names were sort of interchangeable in my mind. And they were clowning around a lot. They were struggling a little bit. And this year, when he came back, he just from the beginning, he's been a leader. He's been an ambassador. He's speaking at graduation. He's always asking really good questions. He's always locked in on everything that we're doing in class. And he's worked through the final bell. So he's really been he's made me proud. So Owen Frizzell.
Hello, my name is Mr. Orr. I am the instructor for the engineering and robotics class here at DACC. Like all the other instructors, it has been difficult, but this particular student stands out because of their resiliency. Had some struggles during the junior year, but rather than accept his trajectory, he took ownership here in the senior year. Now he's actually the first one to turn assignments in, and currently, when I was writing this, he had the highest grade in the class. He's developed a plan for the future and has been accepted to University of Cincinnati for computer science. He's overcome many things and persevered, and now a couple days away from finishing his high school career. Most improved senior award goes to Noah Studebaker.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. Mellish. This is my first year at DACC, and I'm the exercise science and sports medicine instructor. An award like Most Improved sometimes makes it sound like there was an issue to begin with the student, and they overcame some sort of issue. This isn't really the case. Of my 17 students, I thank you all for sticking with me for my first year. But we got there. All right, good job to all of you. This student definitely persevered. He came a long way, and it's been a real honor to be his instructor. He stays behind class, he helps me with things, his work has improved leaps and bounds from when we first got here this year. And again, showing up is half the battle in the industry, and he shows up for us every day. That's why I'd like to recommend and present this recognition of Most Improved to Mr. Aiden Skillen.
Readjust. Okay, my name is Mrs. Sanzoni, and I'm the cosmetology instructor here. So this student started out on the quieter side, wasn't really a fan of coming to school, but throughout her time here at DACC, she has become more outgoing. She's participated a ton. She has an internship. She also has done a ton of leadership opportunities like summer camp, sophomore visit days, open house, you name it. She was willing to come in and help with all those future students and families that are interested in coming. She's also already secured a job in a salon as a hairstylist to start her training soon. And I believe that this student embodies all of the characteristics that we are asked to look at when we think about this award, which are attitude, attendance, leadership, and scholarship. So I am very happy to present this to Kendra Curry.
Hi, I'm the
dental assisting instructor, Mrs. Vilku. And I want to first start off by saying congratulations to all of you, because I'm sure between August of 2024 and now, everybody has improved in some way or the other. So congratulations for that. And as far as myself is concerned, I always start off with a class and I'm like, what are the check boxes that I want all my students to be able to achieve? And I know that when the junior year ends, I kind of like start having feelings like, I don't know whether this student really wants what she wants from this program. And I know that there were some doubts about this particular student for me, but I know that in the senior year, she came back, she, again, wasn't very sure, but then she did end up getting WBL all her own. She was able to get a job, and now she is, I think, all the check boxes have been checked for her, and I'm really proud of Yeli Garcia for her improvement.
My name is Mr. David Finnegan. Everybody calls me Finn. And it's hard to follow the Price is Right guy up here, you know, when we started this, but we're going to give it a whirl. This year 26, we are proud to present the Most Improved DAC Student Award. I'd like to call it the Most Outstanding Student Award. Earning this award takes much more than improving in skills alone. It requires dedication, determination, positive actions, and willingness to work well with both your fellow students and staff every day. This student has shown the ability to do what needs to be done and then do even more with extra effort as needed. Through work ethic, growth, respect for others, and a positive attitude, this student has demonstrated what true character looks like. In addition, this student, he's instructed summer camp students for 5 consecutive years, using his collision, refinishing, mechanical, and farm skills, helping all students and myself getting through some of them summer camps. Without this guy, instead of white hair, I'd have no hair. In addition, this award recognizes not only progress in the classroom and lab, but also commitment to being a dependable worker, supportive classmate, and outstanding individual. Congratulations on earning the Most Improved DAC Student Award. Your effort and growth have not been unnoticed. And I would like to have Thomas Wagler help me Mr. Wagner is going to help me present this award to Nicholas Dahl. Nicholas Dahl, I sort of pulled a fast one on you. Come on up here. And I'll tell you why I had this guy come up on stage. He went to state last year, and then he helped Nick get there this year. So I sort of wanted to have Thomas help present this. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mr. Blankley. I'm the Power Sports and Diesel instructor. Just to kind of follow what everybody else said, it is really hard for us to pick and choose who really deserves this award, and it's always really tight. And one of the ways that I look at this is we have different categories as people and professions that we go by. So I can't just look at a student and go, that student deserves it. I look at a kind of a total concept of each of my students. And, you know, so just being a student in my class is 10%. What kind of person are they? Another 10%, et cetera, et cetera. So I can tell you this student that I'm going to name in a second, I actually had his older brother. He comes from a really good family. And I think I got 2 other brothers coming soon in the next couple years. So that's nice for me to always have this come through. Not only is he one of the students that I really depend on when we do customer work, he's the guy that gets after it. Sometimes I forget he's there because he works so hard. But like everybody else, he goofs off a little bit sometimes. But he's really become one of my go-to mechanics in my shop. And I can tell you, and I don't say this about a lot, if I had my own shop, I would hire him and I would definitely pay him what he's worth. His junior year, he struggled a little bit, but this year he's really flourished. And not only does he do well in my class, he's also an athlete. He wrestles and he plays baseball. So juggling that kind of schedule and doing everything that he's done, I really feel like he deserves this because he's really come into manhood and he's doing really well. He knows what he wants to be when he grows up now, finally. So without further ado, Clayton McCann. I will tell you too, while he's walking up here, so his older brother's name is Cody, and they look similar, not alike, but they look similar. And I don't know how many times I have called him Cody this year, right?
All right, hi there, my name is Mr. Leber. I am the interim culinary arts instructor. So I started early in the third quarter here, so I've only got 1 semester's worth of information to go off of here. But I'm glad it's not Best Student Award, because I would have a tough competition, because we got a very talented group of seniors in the culinary program. They're going to do great in the culinary world. But this is for the Most Improved Student Award. So, and for me, when we're looking at grades, we're looking at effort, we're looking at participation, it became pretty clear. This gentleman, when we first I started doing lecture, would fall asleep in class quite often, slept most of the class period. But as I gave some confidence here, he started to stay awake, and it's amazing what you can learn when you actually stay awake in class, because he went from struggling in class to this quarter, he's going to have an A at the end of the fourth quarter, and he also received the highest grade in the ProStart 2 exam. So, I mean, that's a very hard exam, and he received the highest award. So, and that translated into lab a little bit. Believe me, he's still got a little ways to go in the speed category of getting stuff done in the lab, but his effort, his attitude, his participation has always been great in the lab. So this year's award goes to Joseph Lambala. Perfect, there you go.
Okay, my name is Miss Howell, and this is my first junior-senior class. So when I taught the flow program when I first started here 4 years ago, it was very easy to pick a student, you know, over just a 1-year time span. So this made it a little bit harder. And I had a student, one of my seniors in the class, and I was in there just probably complaining like every other instructor, like, this is such a hard award. And she gave me some advice. She was like, just really think about the person who has grown the most. And so that let me know that there's really no competition in my lab. Like, they're really excited for every student. So I just want to tell you a little bit about this student. Glasses, show my age here. So I chose this student because throughout the time with us, she has consistently demonstrated kindness and respect. Her demeanor has always reflected maturity and compassion, and she has grown significantly academically, socially, and professionally, and this has been remarkable. She initially struggled with course content and began the year in the ESL program, But rather than allowing this time to limit her, she made a deliberate and courageous commitment to push herself to wean herself off of ESL services. Through determination, she was able to get her CNA certificate, and then she returned her senior year, and she has truly flourished. She is excellent academically, she has confidence, she has built a strong and supportive group of friends, showing that she was socializing and leadership. She was the last student to secure a work-based learning assignment, but she did it, and she approached it with professionalism and determination. Her growth spans over academics, technical skills, communication, and social confidence. She is a student who did not give up when she was faced with obstacles of transportation and other things. Instead, she used them as a motivation to improve. I'm incredibly proud of how far she has come, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for her. She is truly deserving of the Most Improved Student Award. I want to give this to Miranda Mendoza Gonzalez.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Mackenzie Cannon. I am here for the Wildlife and Resource Management Lab. On behalf of our classmates in the Wildlife and Resource Lab class of 2026, we are happy to share the achievements we have seen in our most improved classmates. Our instructor, Mrs. Ray, could not be here today, so I will share a little bit about our most improved student, Alex Schultz. During our first year of lab, Alex tended to be a bit more on the awkward side. After we took a 10-week summer break from school, we returned to Wildlife Lab to meet a mature gentleman who actually did his work in lab. He spoke to us with intelligence and had a wonderful sense of humor. As our senior year progressed, Alex earned 12 industry credentials, which means he studied and passed his 100-question wildlife management certification. Above all, we are proud to say that after graduation, Alex will be serving our country by protecting our freedom because he has enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Alex, on behalf of everyone in the Wildlife class of 2026, we are proud of your improvements and you wish you health and safety in your life.
Stop. Oh, shucks. Anyways, hello everyone. I'm Mars. I'm one of 3 digital design instructors here today. So, might I just start with, I've been here for 6 months and 2 days. The amount of growth that I have seen from each and every one of you in that time is off the charts. It's honestly insane and it's baffling to me. So, thank you guys for making this really tough for me to pick one single one of you to come up here. That being said, when I was racking my brain thinking about who should I give this award to, a single moment stuck out. So early on in our BPA projects, there we go, that's better. So early on in our BPA projects, there was one team that was met with a roadblock that was stopped pretty quick and given just hit the wall. In that team, someone stepped up as the leader. We said, either you can give up, stick and roll, move on to something else, take the easy route, or dig deep, take industry-level critiques, and do the best work that you've ever done and improve over the next 6 months. And that single student is Hannah McGeechee. I'd like to invite you up here, please.
All right, hello everyone. I am another digital design, part of the digital design team up there. My name is Mr. Roland, or the students call me Dub. How you doing? Here we go. All right, So as always, it's difficult to do it, but to get to the point, a lot of students have improved, and I can't wait to see where our classes will go. This student, though, in their junior year, had a lot of fun doing the most memes I've ever seen, and I got parodied, and well, as many of the other classmates got parodied in many digital art projects. However, they came back in their senior year and they really put their head down, started doing a lot of different work, taking photography seriously, design, started asking for interns, started working with different people, working with Miss Mowry on some projects, doing photography quite a bit, senior portraits, as well as took on an internship and then turned it into a job that he will continue on into the summer. So super proud of everyone in that lab, but Nathan, real excited for you, passing your web exams, doing your Adobe certifications. Keep up the good work. Can't wait to see what you get into. Nathan Grubb, everybody. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mr. Fuller. I'm one of the digital design instructors here. Before I get to my award, I have to steal one of Dub's jokes real quick. The most improved digital design student for this year is the one that came back to teach, Mars. Congratulations. So with this award, a lot of times in our lab, we think about skill, we think about talent, we think about all their abilities and things like that. And it's a really difficult choice every year because there is a lot of growth and a lot of improvement and all that. But for me, this student really grew as a professional. When they came into the lab, they were really anxious and nervous about going out and doing things. They grew a lot throughout their junior year, tried to help out with sophomore visit days, weren't able to really make that work. Came back their senior year and their confidence has grown a lot. Their ability to take the talent that they have and use that and get out there and do something with it and really figure out where they want to go, to the fact that they now have over 400 WBL hours on the year through a paid internship, both in school, out of school, and a scholarship to CCAD. So my most improved student is Ella Eisenman.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Markham. I'm the first-year instructor for cybersecurity here at DACC. I just want to say to all of my cybersecurity seniors, congratulations on making it. I know we didn't have the best year last year, but I'm glad that we got through this year and everybody succeeded in their own way. But this person, he has shown a lot of dedication, a lot of throughput for his year here. He kind of didn't know where he wanted to do with cybersecurity or in IT in general, but with a lot of just sit down, talking, and working through all the issues that came from previous years and other issues. He has shown a lot of leadership. I usually look to him for comedic support whenever we're in class and something usually doesn't go our way, but he has a lot of future in him, and he's pursuing a degree in AI and IT at the University of John Carroll University, and is actually pursuing his certifications for A+ and Security+. He is also the state champ for football. Yeah. So I give it to Liam Hayward.
Hello there. My name is Leslie Brennan, and I have the privilege of teaching the best lab here at DACC, hospitality. And this year, I want to award my most improved student. This student is somebody we can all appreciate because she's taken the skills and the concepts and the ideas that myself and all of our teachers and her other teachers have wanted to impart on her, and she's applied them to every aspect of her life. So that's something I can really appreciate. And also, this student, not only did she come to the job fair here at DACC, but she worked that job fair here at DACC. So that was really fun to witness and such a shock. So this year, my most improved students goes to Paulina Vishnug.
Okay, that should work, I think. Anyhow, I'm Mr. Dyer, the biotechnology instructor. I'm going to be presenting two of these. Mrs. Swanger asked me to present hers for her, and I believe the student is still not here. Is that correct, Mrs. Swanger, where we are? You're not looking. Okay, anyhow, for clinical medical assisting, the most approved student is Vivian Hampton. Vivian has shown tremendous growth during her 2 years in clinical assisting. Through hard work, determination, and dedication, she has greatly improved academically in her clinical skills. Her progress and commitment to success make her very deserving of the Most Improved Student Award. So that's congratulations to Vivian. For my group, this is for a student who, when she came in last year, I put her in a situation to be a student ambassador at a quick time. I'm sure that at the time she was very uncomfortable with that. She wasn't very comfortable speaking in front of people. She had a difficult time being in groups. She was very quiet and reserved. And now, according to what Mr. Pepper tells me, she had logged in almost the highest amount of hours than any other student ambassador doing work with his program over the past 2 years. And I also chose her yesterday in our Fun Awards as the student most likely to become a SPY, okay? And that's because she literally lives two separate lives, the one here at school and the one at home. So they're very different. So my class knows who it is now, but it's Royal, so Royal.
All right, I am Mr. Allen. I'm the criminal justice instructor here at DACC. The recipient of this award, she came in last year as a junior, always very academically strong and is still academically strong. The biggest growth I saw was in her confidence. Came in kind of quiet and reserved last year, and over the last 2 years has grown in confidence, whether it's as an ambassador, leading tour groups around, showcasing the school and this program, all the way through the policing scenarios that we do. She's just really taken control and shown great professionalism. The award this year goes to Avery Waters.
Hello, I'm Greg McDonough, App Dev and Programming. Not sure how I pulled this off again, but dead last 2 years in a row. Anyways, like all the other labs, this year was another really tough choice. I had, I don't know, a good dozen people that I probably could have chosen, but this one individual stood out. And just like every other lab, I I more or less based this on, more or less engagement rather than achievement, as this student has been a straight A student for 2 years in a row. So this year, the award goes to Ali Jama Ali. All right. And I chose this student because this year, Ali wanted to compete in the web design team event for BPA. So not only did he compete, he was the team captain, led his team to the Nationals this year, Nashville, Tennessee, just last week to a top 20 finish. So did an awesome job. And of course, upon return, I heard nothing but really good things from all the other instructors who went on the trip, that he was helped out wherever he could, was a leader, just an all-around great student, and happy that he was part of this lab for 2 years. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now we would like to recognize our 39 seniors who met the criteria for the Career Tech Honors Diploma. In order to qualify, students must meet all but one of the following criteria: 4 math credits, Career Tech coursework for 4 credits, Career Tech proficiency, passing all web exams, a GPA of at least 3.5, 2 credits in 1 world language, 27 or higher on the ACT, completion of a field experience, an industry-recognized seal, or a student strength demonstration replacement, which an example would be earning 250 work-based learning hours or more. At this time, if you have earned a Career Tech Honors Diploma, please stand to be recognized.
There are actually more than 80 of you seniors who accomplished this, so go ahead and stand up if you earned that. Thank you.
Students who participate in work-based learning have the opportunity to engage with industry professionals and apply technical skills gained through their DACC lab, their lab experience in real-world settings. The students we are celebrating today have worked diligently in jobs either on or off campus, and they have accumulated an impressive total of work-based learning hours over the course of their time here. The gold level is awarded to students who have logged 250 to 299 hours. At this time, students who have earned gold level status, please stand to be recognized. The platinum level is awarded to students who have accumulated 300 or more hours of work-based learning. Students who have earned platinum level status, please stand to be recognized. We would also like to offer special recognition to 5 students who have gone well beyond these benchmarks, each accumulating over 1,500 hours of work-based learning. Students, as your name is called, please stand and remain standing. From Culinary Arts, Kevin Rodriguez Ruiz. Equine Science, Reagan Miracle. Health Technology and Nursing, Adriana Brown. Landscape Architecture and Construction, Cole Lohman. Wildlife and Resource Management, Gunnar Chatos. Please join me in congratulating these students on their outstanding achievement.
All students take 4 web exams while they're enrolled in our traditional 2-year programs. Web exams are equivalent to academic end-of-course assessments and are designed by subject matter experts in each career field. Today, we recognize students who received an advanced performance score on all 4 of their web exams. Students, as your name is announced, please rise and remain standing until all names have been read. We ask the audience to hold their applause until the final name has been called, at which point we will invite you to join us in a warm round of applause for the entire group. Jaden Hines, Biotechnology. Emma Castillo Alvarez, Culinary Arts. Elizabeth Cummings, Culinary Arts. Oliver Powell, Culinary Arts. Lynette Richardson, Culinary Arts. Kian Tracy, Culinary Arts. And Ethan Gillespie, Cybersecurity. Please join me in congratulating these students.
Career and technical student organizations extend career and technical education in Ohio through networks of programs, business and community partnerships, and leadership experiences at the school, state, and national levels. CTSOs provide Ohio students with opportunities to apply their academic, technical, and employability knowledge and skills necessary in today's workforce through local, regional, state, and national competitions, along with other students in other similar programs. At this time, we are going to invite each of our CTSO advisors to introduce their students who have qualified to move on to the national level of competitions this year. Let's begin with HOSA advisor, Mr. Dyer.
There it is, okay. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to recognize the students who will attend our International Leadership Conference, which is in Indianapolis, Indiana, in June. As I call your name, please come forward so you can be recognized for your achievements. So from Pharmacy Science, we had actually a qualifier, Lauren Murphy, who was not able to go, but she, so luckily, we had a 4th place position who is Aaliyah Hohenbrink, who will be able to go.
I'd like to introduce CTSO Skills USA advisor, Kelly Cole.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Cole, and I'm a co-advisor for Skills USA, along with Mr. Andrus. Where's he at? Mr. Andrus? Back there. Thank you for helping this year, Mr. Andrus. At this time, I would like to recognize the senior student who was part of the 3-person presentation team for the chapter display contest and placed 3rd, earning a bronze medal on May 6th at the Ohio Skills USA Championship event. Auto Collision Tech 2 student Rory Powers, who along with many other students from several labs collaborated on the design and construction of the display. Congratulations to Rory and all the other students who got involved with Skills USA this year.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'd like to introduce FFA advisor, Mrs. Jennifer Kessler.
My name is Jennifer Kessler, and I'm filling in as FFA advisor. At this time, I would like to recognize the students who attended the National FFA Convention Expo in Indianapolis to represent Ohio at the national competitive events. Please come forward as I call your name. In the FFA horse judging event from Equine Science Program, we had Daphne Lankto and Caitlin Harapkovich. And from Wildlife and Natural Resources in the Work-Based Learning Experience Proficiency will be representing us at the next National Convention, Destiny Floss. And she will be representing us for the Wildlife Management category. And also from Wildlife and Natural Resources, Lainey King and Carly Ferguson and Ava Bordeaux will represent us with their agri-science research projects. Congratulations and good luck for those of you that have not competed yet.
Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Rowland to represent BPA. And also Mr. Fuller, who is representing Business Professionals of America.
Hello, I'm Mr. Fuller. I'm the BPA advisor here at DACC. At this time, we want to recognize the students who attended the BPA National Leadership Conference in Nashville last week. We have 42 students that went to Nashville and qualified for nationals last week, so we're not going to call out everybody's name, but what I'd like to do is have everybody that attended Nashville with us last week, please go ahead and stand up, and we'll give them a big round of applause.
All right, thank you to all of our speakers today and our students. Obviously, we're appreciative of all of your hard work and accomplishments and so proud of you. So as we close today, I just want to begin, really just, tell you this is an amazing class. We've accomplished amazing things and, we're going to miss you. One of the best parts of DACC is that our students not just represent one school or one community, but you represent DACC, your home schools, your programs, your families, and yourselves. Time and time again, you make us proud, and we're just so happy to have you here. We hope your time has helped empower you, prepare you, inspire you, connect you to opportunities that will continue long after you leave DACC. To our award recipients, congratulations. To our staff, presenters, families, everyone who helped make today possible, thank you. Let's give one final round of applause to all of our students being recognized today and to everyone who helped out and put this program together today. All right, so we are done now. However, I know it's not the end of the day, so it is, I just want to remind everybody, it is a regular school day until 2:20, okay? So thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if you could head back to your lab now, we'll talk to you a little bit later on.